All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Tuesday, November 26th, set today by Paul. He can be on the cheeky side. Let's see what Paul has for us today. A scream from hospital colleague. And the question mark, there's something punning going on here, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe it's A followed by a word for scream and then ER or ENT for hospital, and is going to mean a colleague, but I don't see it. Let's try the downs. Get right hand of bride held by groom, marry finally. All right, marry finally sounds like wordplay just to give us a Y at the end. So then I'm thinking get might be the definition. Right hand of bride, could that just be the E on the right hand side of bride, held by a word for groom, which of course doesn't have to be the male getting married, it could be to groom. Yeah, and yeah, if we're going to have the Y at the end, then the last word must be, I'm thinking by is more likely, as in BY. Oh, I'm wondering if groom could be comb to give us BY. What's get? Something see, something by. Come by. Ah, that's it. Yeah, you come by something, you get it. And sure enough, the right hand of bride is just simply giving us that E. All right, this one is a two-parter. Fool to admit stupid, a powerful thinker. Yeah, is it going to be a thinker? We'll come back to that. Slow jerks are elected. Well, I'm thinking jerks might be ticks. And we put a word for slow in front of that to get people who are elected. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. Let's try partial uprooting of baobab. Is that how you say it? Or a Christmas tree. Well, oh, maybe partial uprooting is a hidden clue and it's going to be also reversed. Um, yes, so it's just a tree. I think a carob tree. Is that the tree that gives us delicious chocolate? But I think that's what it's going to be. All right, now our a scream from hospital colleague co something for colleague. But I'm not sure what a scream is. Let's do some more downs. Robin flying by, one word for it. Well, robin can also be redbreast. I'm wondering if, how would that be? So robin would be the definition, I think, unless it's an and lit. Flying by, no. Number of Germans committed perjury. Well, if you committed perjury, you lied. I was thinking it was going to be a German number, as in a numerical number, but I think it's a song is a lead. 26 wrong or not, so I presume we have to solve 26 complete trash, or it could be just the number 26, the number of letters in the alphabet. Now let's do one more down. One held by cocktail, stick on island, Micronesian nation. Well, one held sounds like wordplay, so I think it is going to be a Micronesian nation with an I inside it. Oh, that's not surprising, I think, for that part of the world. And is it going to be held by, I think, a cocktail, maybe? Oh, what happened there? Oh, maybe my keyboard is losing power. Let me pause and check. It seems to be okay. Anyway, let's move back to the Across's cowboy film actress. Oh, I'm wondering if it's the name of a cowboy film that happens to be the name of an actress. Cowboy, of course, cowboy can also mean something that's done in a bad way or someone who does things in a bad way. It amused me when I first moved to Texas that there were companies called cowboy cabs or cowboy plumbers. You would never hire a cowboy plumber in Ireland or in Britain, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, gonna have to come back to that actress. Notes exactly as quoted by Greek character. Ah, well, exactly as quoted is sick, or I suppose it could be stat, leave stand, but I think it's sick. And the Greek character is mu, and then with our sick, the notes are musical notes. Vacuous, really. There's McGonagall's initial shocking versifier. All right, well, reference to McGonagall. I think he's acclaimed as the worst poet of all time. Was it Spike Milligan who popularized him? That's my memory. That's who I think I first heard about him from, anyway. So I'm thinking vacuous really would be RY. And there's McGonagall's initial. We put in an M and then a word maybe for shocking. And maybe we get another versifier, probably a better poet. Oh, unless it's like a yeah, oh, okay, here. I think it's an anagram of the vacuous, really. The RY, the theirs, and the M to give, I'm not sure this is really a word, but a rhymester, I think we're going to get as somebody who writes verse. All right, Auntie introducing brother-in-law, big head in two minds. Yeah, so in two minds is probably the definition. Auntie can be the Beeb, right? BBC. So is that just giving us a B? Or are we going to have Beeb? Brother-in-law could be BIL. Oh, big head we could lift and separate to say the head letter of big, another B. Um, Beetlebaum, the great Spike Jones song. Um, oh, also a Blur song, of course, but I'm sure they stole it. In two minds. Yeah, it must be something. Is it a byword? Now I'm gonna have to come back to that. Branch in tree cut down with blade originally. I'm wondering. Well, I was thinking originally first letter of blade, but maybe also. Is it the other letter? No, the other first letters don't spell anything. But I'm wondering about a limb could be a branch and it ends with B. So then tree cut down. Yeah, I'm not sure about how this would work. Maybe branch and tree is the definition. And cut down. Oh no, it's a tree is a lime. That is cut down. We lose the last letter, but we pick up the B from blade. All right. If for film, almost all of the data falsified. Wow. I'm wondering, even though the data falsified sounds very natural, I'm wondering if falsified is an anagram indicator. Maybe it's going to be, oh, I wonder if an anagram of for film plus almost all of, well, maybe it's film plus the dat. And that would mean if, or if for something conditional. I'm not seeing any good words within film the dat. We're going to have two T's if that's right. All right, how about flighty type introducing bishop to area of jazz? So is it going to be a flighty type as in a pilot or a navigator, flight attendant? Oh, it could be a bird, perhaps. 12 letters, though. Or is it going to be an area of jazz? Seems very long word to be a type of jazz. No. How about review of current depravity? Current is I in electronic notation. Depravity, of course, could be vice or sin. Yeah, I'm wondering if the definition is review, but then it's going to be I plus something. No. Pretty essential publishing material in backward filthy gossip. Okay for Rupert Murdoch. Yeah, so where's the definition? I am wondering if pretty essential means the essential are inner letters. So maybe R-E-T, maybe just the E. Publishing material could be copy, maybe. In backward filthy. Now, OK is a magazine in Britain, isn't it? But I don't know if it's published by Rupert Murdoch. But that might be Rupert Murdoch question mark might be the definition, as in a press lord or something like that. There's probably other things you can call them. European part of, oh, well, we haven't got 23 down. In reversible collars. No. Complete trash. Oh, yeah, this was possibly referenced, possibly not. I presume it's a double definition. Complete can be a verb or an adjective. Trash can be a noun or a verb. No. May as well finish the acrosses since we're down at the bottom. Winger heading for Everton. Put on Liverpool strip, say. Winger heading might be just the W. For Everton, I always just think of toffee. But I'm wondering if Liverpool strip, say, is the definition red something. Yeah, maybe it's a bird. Maybe, yeah, maybe the definition is a, yes, I think that's right. So it's probably going to be some bird that's a red coot or something. So I think put on Liverpool strip, say, is put on red. The heading for Everton, I think, is going to be an E. Oh, maybe Liverpool strip is going to be red something. And we finish with an E. What bird is a red? Oh, we had our robin earlier. Red kite. Ah, red kit. There we go. Managed to dredge up red kite from the back of my mind. All right, blunted. Article buried in prehistoric material. I think it's going to mean blunted, and we're going to put article a, an, or the inside a prehistoric material. What's that going to be? Sludge or the primordial ooze? It must end in a D, I think. Yeah, if we have the as the article and then a D word. Prehistoric fossil. No. All right, let's go back to the Downs. Distribute 500 little daisy chains. Well, 500 is D in Roman numerals. Little could be we or some other word. Don't know about daisy chains. What's that on about? No. Handy lever I used with day for installation. Used might be an anagram indicator. And I was going to say we add a D, but we end in E. But I think it might mean installation. Is there a word for day for installation? Like when you get an appointment from the cable company. All right, how about a sibilant sound interrupted by conclusion of magistrate or judge? Could it be a... No, I think the sibilant sound interrupted suggests that's all wordplay. Yeah, so then judge would be the definition. I'm just wondering, is a whisper a sibilant sound? And we would put in the conclusion of magistrate, put an E inside it, but I don't see what word that would give us. What else is a sibilant sound? Hush, SH. No. Parent supported by Dr. Withering Flower. And we might start with pa or ma, and then a doctor. Oh, and then maybe a word for withering. And it's going to, a flower, of course, can be a flower or a river. Nope. Rough seas at first on boat. I think the definition might be rough. Seas at first suggests an S. And then we put that on a 5-letter boat. What would that be meaning rough? What's a 5-letter boat? No. Yes, I'm cheerful ultimately. That represented. Well, cheerful ultimately, I think we end in an L. That represented. That must be somehow referring to the definition that in turn refers back to the wordplay. But I'm not seeing it. Called scope, basically, is it? Wow. Could it be a homophone of scope? Cold scope, basically, is it? No. Fool to admit stupid, a powerful thinker. This was our two-parter. So the four-letter word ends in I if the red kite must be right. What's a powerful thinker or even thinker with an I? A yogi? I can't think of four-letter words ending in I. All right, we did pick up some letters for our Micronesian nation. Cocktail stick. Oh, it's a Kiribati. I really only know it from playing Wordle every day. It's a funny shape. I think it's sort of an atoll or archipelago, whatever. But I think, let's see. I just thought of stick might be a bat on island is I. I think Kir a cocktail? And then the one that is held comes between the cocktail and the stick. I think that's right. Let me pause and look up Kir. Yes, it's a cocktail made with a blackcurrant liqueur. All right. Oh, so now our cowboy film actress ends in a K. That's helpful. I'm just thinking of Sydney Pollock. Oh boy, I should be able to get that cowboy. Let me pause and ponder. No, I ran through the alphabet for the first letter and didn't think of anything. But oh, so this isn't redbreast. All right, robin flying by. One word for it. Could flying be an anagram indicator of, well, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm thinking the by to pick up that Y we have. One word for it. And the answer has two words. That's doing my head in. Oh boy, wow, I can't, this must be one of the worst first passes I've ever done. Hardly anything to show. Oh, so maybe the ticks here come at the beginning. Jerks are elected and it means slow. That doesn't seem right. No, I definitely should be able to get a scream from hospital colleague. Let me pause and ponder that one. No, I was wondering if it might end in doc, D-O-C, although I can't think of any words that end in doc. But then I thought of comedic. I suppose a scream if somebody. Oh, I really just got it now. A co-medic, a hospital colleague. So it is comedic. Yeah, there we go. Wow. Whew. All right. So now our fool. All right. What's the fool going to be? Is usually an ass. And to admit stupid could be dim. Oh, I think that might be right because we have the DI, and sorry about having to scroll up and down like this. Fool to admit stupid, A. I think we will also have an A, and it's going to be a powerful. Oh, I think it might be a Jedi Master. The fool is a jester. I was not expecting a Star Wars reference in the crossword today. I wonder if there'll be any complaints about that, but a powerful thinker, I think, as in being able to control things with your mind. If that was the fight, I wanted to see this. Yeah, it really does look like it might be B. Ah, yeah, so it is Beeb. And then that introduces brother-in-law. Yeah, but yeah, I think it must be B double E. What else? Could be BRE, of course. In two minds. Hmm. Oh, our slow jerks now begin with a D. Are elected. Yeah, what's a short word for slow beginning with D? I think that's how it's going to work. I have a feeling it might be an obscure word for people who are elected, maybe in ancient Rome or the Vatican or something. Oh my goodness. Be in two minds. Yeah. All right, we're at 26 minutes. I do have to finish up fairly quickly today, so I think I'm going to have to resort to wordplays.com early today to kickstart this solve, and hopefully that will be all I need, but I'm not too hopeful with Paul. Ah, of course, boy, this takes me back to. I never listened to the original radio version, but I definitely watched the BBC version in the 80s, I suppose, of The Hitchhiker's Guide. And Beeblebrox has two heads, so he is in two minds. Big head. Let's see how this. So there's the Beeb introducing brother-in-law. Not sure how that's working. Yeah, but there does seem to be a science fiction theme just from those two, the Jedi Master and Beeblebrox. Yeah, I don't quite follow the wordplay. I don't see where the X is coming from, for example. The ox. Is a big head an ox? I don't think so, but we will check that. Wow, that's yeah. Now I know there was a more recent film version, but I haven't seen that, but I think the younger people might get it from the film more than the original. Let's see. Now our slow jerks are elected. No. I wish we had the crossing X, would have been nice, but we have an O there. Robin. Oh, I think it's more, I don't know if you call Batman science fiction, I suppose, if you stretch it. But Robin would be the boy wonder. So what is, oh, I think it's a flying is an anagram indicator of by one word. All right. Now our cowboy film actress. Oh dear. I hope it's not a singular of something you usually hear in the plural. Um, cowboy. Yeah, maybe it's a charade of a short film and then an actress, and that's going to give us cowboy, or the other way around, cowboy. There is a, well, there's a bolo tie, but I don't know if bolo means cowboy. Bolo and then a three-letter film ending in K, and that's going to be an actress. Not sure about that. All right. What else do, well, we have a D now. If or for, yeah, so it might be what I was thinking. Let me try the anagram helper and see if film the dat gives us anything. Oh, hold on. I'm missing a few letters, so let's start that again. Yeah, now I'm not sure of where we would get the extra two letters. Yeah, for some reason I was counting that as 10. Um, pretend you saw nothing. These are not the droids you are looking for. That was our one with our little little daisy chains. Distribute. No, don't see that yet either. And here's our either a flighty type. Bishop is usually just B. Oh, but it can also be DD, I think, is it? Or RR, Right Reverend. Bishop to, what would, if it's a charade with an area of jazz, is that R must be part of it. Free jazz, hard bop, bebop, swing, Dixieland, modal jazz, I don't know. All right, I think I'm going to have to use word plays once more, and I'm sure it's not the last time today. Well, actually, I haven't used it yet. I started typing in the letters and I realized that D, C, and L are in elected. And I think jerks is an anagram indicator of are elected, and that one is 10 letters. Um, and I think it's the verb to slow would be decelerate. All right, I saved myself one there. But doesn't really help me that much. R and T. If for film, falsified, is that the definition? We need 12 letters. Maybe it's, oh no, yeah, maybe it's if for film, which is a sort of a weird formulation, plus DAT. Now, is that 12 letters? Yes, seems to be. But where's the definition if for film is in the wordplay, almost all of the data, unless it's an and lit. Yeah, I'm not very confident about this with our three Fs. Doesn't seem very probable. All right. Um, what's cowboy film actress? All right, let me pause and think about what vowel might come in here. And if I'm thinking of a cowboy or a film, or of course, it could be another kind of film. Let's see what I can come up with. Well, I think it's Sandra Bullock. I think we all love Sandra. Um, Cowboy, I mean, she's a film actress or just actress, but how is Bullock? I mean, cow film actress would work, but was there a film called Bullock? Maybe there was a John Wayne one. Not sure about that. All right, 26 wrong are not. Again, is it a reference to 26 across? I'm thinking out something. Outrider. Yeah, not seeing it. I wonder if, because this is another long one, I'm wondering if it's going to be another science fiction film or television reference. But I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, and this doesn't seem that there's any way it might refer to a science fiction film. All right, yeah, Sandra Bullock just gave us that O, but that doesn't really help me here. Um, oh my goodness, this is one of my worst showings ever. I hope I'm not the only one. Please let me know if you found this difficult or if it's just me. All right, European part, 23 down. Yeah, is there any point in trying to solve that without doing 23? Called scope. Basically, is it? Wow. Complete trash should be a very doable double definition. Let me look up synonyms of trash. No, I'm not seeing any good synonyms unless something like scrap. You scrap a project, but you don't complete it. That just means throwing it away, stopping work on it, or yeah, so I think there must be some other word I'm not finding or not thinking of. All right, I'm going to go back to wordplays.com to try and get this painful episode over as soon as possible. There were quite a few words that matched. I like outright, mainly because right is the opposite of wrong, and it does say 26 wrong or not. Outright. Let me go ahead and check this. It is correct, but we will check at 15 squared to see why. So then 26, if it's outright, is somehow outright wrong or something. 26 wrong or not. I'm wondering about utter, complete something like complete garbage, utter garbage, but how is that trash? Yeah, I don't see that. Let's see. Outright did give us an H. If for film, almost all of the yeah. So where's the H could be coming from the. Yeah, so maybe I'm miscounting. Maybe it's almost all of the. Yeah, why was I shortening data? Um, yeah, I think it must be TH. Data is 6 letters. But then, yeah, the problem is still getting another 6 letters from for film. Yeah, I don't see that. So is the definition still if? Oh, maybe something what? Is there some phrase ending in what that means if? Or if for, if only for? What's the first word going to end with after the D? I suppose there's a lot of things it could end in. Or is it going to mean falsified? Something shot? I don't think it's going to be another SHT word. Um, No, I'm going to go ahead and wave the white flag and reveal this one. Provided that, of course, of course. If provided that, 4 is pro. Film almost all of, I think, is video, almost all of it. And then yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe film is vid. Oh, yeah, I suppose very common in Britain to say renting a vid or watch, yeah, although nobody uses video anymore, but maybe, yeah, for vid. And then, and then it is an anagram of the dat at the end. Yeah, I think that's how it's working, but we will double check. All right, that does give me a nice V here. Handy might be versatile. I like that. Not exactly, oops, sure how it's working. Lever, yeah, okay, we're anagramming lever. Lever and I, that is used or anagrammed, and then you install SAT is the day. All right. Now, our flighty type, introducing bishop. Oh, could it be? Yeah, so maybe it's some kind of astronaut or something. What's the ending going to be? And we're introducing bishop to area of jazz. No. I'm wondering if distribute could be an anagram indicator here. But again, getting 10 letters is the problem. 500 again should be D, and then we need 9 letters. Little daisy. Maybe it's a type of a daisy is aster. And then chains might be the definition. Adjoining or something. No. And here is our Rupert Murdoch. Pretty essential. I don't think that's going to be the definition. I don't think they would say pretty essential. Publishing material in back. Oh yeah, so backward filthy gossip might be the dirt. And that goes backwards, so T, yeah, IRD somewhere. Oh no, RID. Filthy gossip, okay. Yeah, not seeing. I think Rupert Murdoch might be the definition as an example of something. I'm biting my tongue. All right, finally, with much blood, sweat, and tears, the top half is more or less done, but not much else to show. Yeah, I wonder, maybe we do have the A as a naked A, and then a sibilant sound with the E inside. And it's, yes, I'm wondering if it could be assessor, might be a judge. Sibilant sound. I think the sibilant sound Might be just a load of S's altogether. Let me go ahead and check this one. It is right, but I'm not sure I fully understand it, but it does give us some starting letters, thank goodness. Our flighty type. Introducing, oh, maybe flighty is the definition, an adjective, and we have a type, could be a typeface or something. And then we have our bishop being introduced to area of jazz. Just not seeing it. Here's our review of current. Maybe it's a word for current that we reverse and we get our, yeah. So I think if something is current, maybe it's live. You turn that backwards, you get depravity. And then here's our European part of 23, which we don't have yet. In reversible colors, so that sounds like we put a part of 23 down inside a palindrome for colors. Is that right? And then, I think we might get a European, not Slovakian. Let me pause and think about European nationalities that might fit. I'm going to go with Slovenians, but are Slovenia and European? Let's check it. It is right. Maybe if when I solve 23 down or reveal the answer, it will make more sense. But at the moment, I don't see reversible collars. A word for arrests, maybe, but I don't see that. Although it might help with 23 down now, knowing that maybe we have VEN, maybe? Venue? Venus? Cold scope, basically, is it? Well, if that is a V, then no, that can't be a V, surely. Ending a four-letter word. Cold scope, basically, is it? No. We have a nice ending here for patient supported by Dr. Withering Flower Flower. Ooh, marigold is a flower. Ma must be the parent. If you doctor something, you rig it. And I suppose something that is withering might be old. All right. Flighty type. No, not seeing anything for that, so I'm going to use wordplays.com. A flighty type could be a scatterbrain. All right. I think the area of jazz might be scat, but is bishop just the B? But then what's all of the rest? Is there a famous bishop called Brain? Let me check that one just to, yeah, it's right. All right, here's our, yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be no, I'm thinking distribute is wordplay. So chains, admixtures. No. don't really have anything more for that. All right, I'm going to use word plays again. This is a debacle. I think officially mark it as a debacle. I think actually the definition is distribute. I saw administer and I thought that sounds plausible. And so the daisy is the aster, and we've seen that before. And it chains. Now, I'm not sure about chains as wordplay meaning surrounding, because to me, chaining is joining things together as you do with a chain. Um, so we'll see if others complain about that. But I can see we do have the D for 500 and mini for little inside of the aster. Yeah, all right. Um, does that help me with my Rupert Murdoch? Yeah, if pretty essential is the RET, then I think it might go in here. Oh, I wonder if Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch is there as an Australian. And an Australian, like Jeff Down Under on the 15 squared site, might say fair dinkum. So let's see, pretty I think is fair. Essential publishing. Essential publishing material is ink. All right, wow, those three words just to get ink, which goes inside filthy gossip is mud, which is backwards. Wow. All right, so cold scope basically is it? I'm thinking range, home on the range, but range would be scope. But I don't understand that. Let's check it. It is right. What a day. What a day. All right. Now, if this is blunted, and then an article goes inside of prehistoric material, the prehistoric material would begin with E something R. It's not simply Earth, is it? But blunted. Article buried in prehistoric material. No. Yeah, so I think you can use a rough in an artistic way. An artist might create a rough, meaning a sketch, and we have seen the boat being a catch before. Ah, complete is total, and I suppose if you trash or crash your car, you total it. All right, here, yes, I'm cheerful ultimately. That might be SML are the ultimate letters of yes, I'm cheerful. That represented. I mean, I'm wondering if it's something like smiles or smiley, maybe. Let me put in smiley and check it. It is right. Yeah, how is that working exactly? Oh, yeah, I mean, the definition is clear that it's an and lit, that the I'm cheerful, this thing represented you being cheerful, but SM, where's the ILE coming from? No, don't see it. All right, blunted. Not earthy, surely. Although the article must be the inside prehistoric. Oh, yeah, I'm wondering, is there an alternative spelling? Oh, no, no. I think prehistoric material is early, as in early man, and blunted is saying to shorten the to just th, and then the definition is material. I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly, but at this point, it's good enough. All right, let us check all. Thank God everything is still there. All right, let's take a quick gander over at 15 squared. All right, the blog is by Eileen. She seems to be quite a fan of this one. Paul used to be among my favorite setters. Ooh. Many thanks to Paul. I loved it. There you go. All right, there are many for me to check today. Double definition. Cowboy Richard Bullock. But people in the comments said a boy cow. Now I get it. Would be a Bullock. I think that's. I don't think we're expected to know Richard Bullock. Anyway, yes, Beeb and brother goes inside Lex. Oh, that's very clever for a brother-in-law. All right. Pro is for and vid is film and an anagram of this. Great to see if as the definition when we're so used to bunging in if as soon as we see provided. All right. Scatterbrain. Area of jazz is scat terrain, and you introduce the B. Oh, wow. That is very clever. Let's see, 25. Oven is a part of a range. Answer to 23 down. Right, in a reversal of nails. I was right, collars is arrests, but I didn't see nails was in there. Yeah, super surface for that one. Yeah, I think that is true. And yeah, TH in early. All right. And then the downs. Out is wrong, plus right are not. Okay, so out and then its opposite, and the definition is total. Answer to 26 down, or the definition. Very tricky. Administer, sure enough, yeah. Assessor, it's the four S's. They go around the magistrate. I never even questioned the OR, but that's just the naked R at the end. Smiley, it's an anagram. Yes, I'm plus the last letter of L. All right. I'm not sure. Oh, represented, of course, and it is an and lit. All right. Range. Rang is called. Scope is basically. Can't quite get my head around expressing it. Yeah, let's see if anyone in the comments has a better explanation of that. Yeah, needs another sibilant S. The jazz is scat. Oh, Richard Bullock was Dead-Eye Dick. Oh, okay, I have, of course, heard of him. But yeah, let's see if anyone else has something for range. Oh, there's bad poetry in the Hitchhiker's Galaxy. Vaguely remember that. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone talking about the range. Anyway, this video is quite long enough as it is. Alright, sometimes, what's the phrase? Sometimes you ride the tiger, and no, something like that. Anyway, I'm glad this one is over, and thank you for sticking with me to the bitter end. Thank you as always for watching, and have a great day.